Welcome back to Living in Sedona channel. I am Cami. I am one of your local real estate agents serving the Sedona and Verde Valley area, and I'm so glad that you stopped by today for the video. Today is about some of the health benefits that we have living in Sedona, so stick around. So as you can see, you probably think this is not Sedona, and you would be right. I'm actually still in Ohio, but I'm leaving today to come home to Sedona. And I actually have been wanting to do a video about coming home to Sedona after I have had a visit to Ohio, which is really where I am from, and I have family here, and we still have a couple of kids located in this state. They're kind of spread out all over, but Ohio has 2 kids in it. I wanted to talk to the people that have some arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, different types of autoimmune disorders that if you live in really the northern half of the United States, you are really affected by humidity and precipitation. When I lived here, I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis quite early in my life, in my 30s, and even the doctor was like, I can't believe you have it, this early in life. And that's when he kind of told me, you probably should not plan on being a nurse in the healthcare field for a very long time, because we stand a lot. It's kind of hard on the body. And so that was one of those times where I came to that realization that I wasn't going to be part of the healthcare field for probably my whole life, my whole working career. So one of the things, though, that I think is interesting, when I come here 30 minutes before I land in Cleveland, I don't even need the pilot to tell me that we're about 30 minutes out, because my pinky, which is my first joint that was affected, I thought I broke my finger, which is why I went to the doctor, and he told me I had osteoarthritis. And so that is my indication that I am 30 minutes out from landing in Cleveland. I do not need to look at the flight path. I do not need the pilot to tell me. I just have this pain. And that is because where I land in Cleveland, so it's about, it's close to Lake Erie, and we get a lot of precipitation. We have a lot of lake effect, even the hour south of Cleveland that I am. So I'm used to knowing when we're getting close to landing in Ohio. When I am here, this is probably the second day that we've had sun. I've been here 5 days. The first day was actually sunny, but I arrived later, in the evening. And then pretty much the rest of the time I've been here, it's been very gray skies. Not rain every day, but I would say maybe a spit of rain. There was one day when we had a lot of rain, but there's just so much humidity here that by day 2 or 3, I am in a lot of pain. So right now I have shoulder pain, back pain, knee pain, finger pain, and I think my ankles are just cracking because I'm getting old. But I am ready to get home to Sedona, because I know that I'm gonna feel so much better. I am going to have no joint pain. My skin is not gonna feel as tight, and I just feel, I'm a very healthy eater, so we can't blame anything like on alcohol, because I haven't had any for like 2 weeks, and I don't eat a lot of salt. So the effects of the humidity here in Ohio on my body really makes me uncomfortable. And so I wanted to speak to the people that have that problem, because if you've never experienced a dry heat where there's very low humidity, it really might be something that you want to try. And Sedona has that, Phoenix has that. Well, it's more of a dry heat, but I just feel so much better, and I'm looking forward to coming home. And so I just thought today I would kind of bring you with me as I'm traveling throughout the day. I don't have a direct flight, unfortunately, today, so I am going to be landing in St. Louis for a little bit. So I'm going to actually let you know how I feel while I'm in my layover, and we'll see if I'm starting to feel better. But I can tell you when I land in Phoenix, I'm going to have a different body with no pain, and so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to what the dry heat does to my hair. I don't have a lot of bounce while I'm here. It's very blah and it's flat, and so I'm looking forward to not having to spend so much time on doing my hair. And I'm also looking forward to the landscape. One of the things I miss the most while I'm here is I'm always used to looking up because of the red rock and just enjoying the beautiful landscape. And they don't have that here. You look up and there's just gray skies typically. Yeah, it's green, but we are green in Sedona as well. We have that greenery as well. And so I feel like I, really enjoy the landscape that I get to come home to. So one of the things I'm gonna try today is when I'm coming home, I'm hoping that the sun is still available so you can see what I see. And I'm not gonna lie, I get emotional every time I come around that corner on 17 and I can see Sedona and the Verde Valley, and it's really an emotional experience for me. It always has been every time we've visited and come back, and it's just one of the things I look forward to when I do come home, besides feeling better. But I hope that you'll enjoy the trip today with me, and we'll get back to Sedona. Southwest to St. Louis is on time, so we're off to a good start. So I just did the hardest part of my trip, which is saying goodbye to family and the kids. That's the hardest thing about living 1,700 miles away, is saying goodbye. So it doesn't ever get easier. I think it gets worse. So I'm getting ready to board the plane. So I made it to Phoenix. All achiness is gone. Fingers are nice and movable, and knees no longer hurt. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping that I can show you the view that I love seeing as I come home to Sedona, but it is looking cloudy and that it might rain. So if it's rainy and cloudy, you're not going to be able to see what I usually see and love. So we'll see what we get. But I am home, and I'm happy to be almost home anyway. That's the only thing about living in Sedona. You have a 2-hour drive usually to the airport. So we will get home, and I will hopefully show you my view. But it was a long travel day. I'm glad when it's going to be over. So I just rounded the corner, and I'm hoping that you can see what I'm seeing, but we're just coming into the Verde Valley area. Typically when it's not cloudy and raining, this area is very distinct. You see green, you see red rock in Sedona, and I just don't think you're going to be able to see it because of the cloud coverage today. I'm going to have to take a drive down 179, which is really one of my favorite drives, so we can get you some good views. So I came back on a non-cloudy day to get you some views that get me emotional when I come home, and that is really the drive up or down 179. But I wanted to get back to some of the health benefits that people have living in Sedona or in a dry climate. I already mentioned those people with autoimmune disorders and joint pain, osteoarthritis, that dry heat tends to help with the joint pain, the joint swelling. I have experienced it every time I come here, and I continue to do so. But there are some other great things, that health benefits that we have living here, and that is that because of that climate, a lot of people have a decreased incidence of their migraines, their asthma, and allergy symptoms. There are some things that bloom that give us some allergy symptoms, but not as bad as if you were living in a climate that had lots of grass, I would say, and different pollens. It's very sunny here. We have almost 300 days of sun a year, which means our vitamin D levels are not low, which gives us lots of energy, helps with our moods. There's a lot of diminished depression incidences or cases. It's just a very peaceful place. Just look at this beautiful sky. It just calls to you. It makes you want to be outside. So, you tend to be outside more, maybe go on a walk, go on a bike ride. It just allows you to reconnect with nature. And I think that in effect boosts our mood, gives us that endorphin and dopamine boost that we need to just put us in a good mood and decrease the stress that we have in our life. So those are some of the health benefits that I know I've experienced, and I think other people that live here are as well. It just creates just a very relaxed and peaceful lifestyle, which just helps your overall mood in general. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the beautiful views. I'm sorry I couldn't pick a day coming home that was as beautiful as the next day was, which is when I shot this video, but it is monsoon season, so sometimes you just don't know what you're gonna get. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure if you're thinking about relocating that you click the QR code that you see on the screen. That is a relocation guide if you're interested. Like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next week. Make it a great day at Living in Sedona.